So the most common question I get asked is how much money do I need to invest? Is $10 enough? Should it be $100, $1,000, $10,000? So the quick answer here, it depends. In this video, we're going to explore how much money you need to save, how much money you need to invest, and also understanding all the information in this video changed the course of my life. Let's get into it. Hello everyone, my name is Alex, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me here and welcome to Investment Journey. Today we're going to try to find out and explore how much money you need to invest. What is interesting about what I'm about to talk is that this applies to every single person. It doesn't matter how you invest, it doesn't matter how you save your money, it doesn't matter if you're into real estate or something, if you have your business, it doesn't matter where you live, it applies to every single person. Average American saves roughly 7% of their income monthly. So let's just remember this. It's going to help us in the future. So I want to know how much money I want to invest, right? So it's interesting, and my answer, really quick answer was, it depends. That's very tricky. It always depends on something. And I'm going to tell you that the main it depends is going to be how fast you want to get to your goal, or how much time you have left until you are gray and old and wrinkly, or how fast you want to retire. What I think retirement is that when you're not supposed to work and your money works for you. Basically, you're getting your money as a passive income while you're asleep, while you're vacationing, while you're with kids or something, you're doing something else. That you're not dependent on your job. You don't have to go to your job every single morning. You know what I'm talking about. And so that's going to be our goal for today. How we're going to get to that point where we don't have to go to work every single morning. Okay, let's get started. I think the easiest way to calculate how much money we need to invest is going to be through some simple example. So let's look at this as we have, for simplicity, we have $1,000 as our income per month. It doesn't matter what the number is. What matters here is the percentage. And for example, we're going to invest our 5% of our income into our dividend portfolio. That's what I do. It roughly generates 4 to 5% dividends every single year. So we're going to take a look at our interest as 5%, and we take 4% off it when we actually retire. So 5%, right? How much? It's $50 per month. So with 5% investments from our income, it's going to take us 66 years to retire. So that's kind of a lot, right? That's a lot of years. So let's go to the next number. So what the next number is going to be? Remember in the beginning of the video, I was talking that average American saves 7% of their income. So let's take a look what 7% means. So we invest 7% of our $1,000, it's going to be $70 per month. And that brings us to 56 years after which we can retire. 56 years, that's still a lot, right? But if you look at the 66 years and 56 years, just shave 10 years from our retirement journey and by just investing 2% more into our dividend portfolio. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, but that's still a lot of years. That's a long time, right? 56 years. Let's get a little bit more adventurous, I would say, and invest 10%. So 10%, $100 every single month. It's going to take us 51 years to retire. Again, still a long time. All right, let's bump it up. And now we're saving 15% from our income. $150 per month. How long is it going to take? It's going to take us 42 years until we retire. That's still a long journey, but if you compare it with the previous number, with the 7%, which an average American saves, it's 15 years less. Oh, less than that. But 15 years, that's a lot of years. And if you compare it to the 5% investment, it's gonna be 25 years actually. That's a lot of years we just saved here by just investing a little bit more. All right, we can do better, I think. Let's start saving 20%. So we're saving 20% of our income. How long is it gonna take? It's going to take us 36 years to get to retirement and start generating this as passive income. That's where it gets interesting. Let's say you start investing when you're a 20-year-old. So by the age of 56, you're done and you can live off of your savings that you were generating for your entire adult life, pretty much. I see what you mean there. You still think that's a lot of years. I think so, yeah, that's probably true. So let's move on here. 30%, $300. It's going to take us 28 years to retire. That's better. We're getting there. 40%, 21 years. This is way better now, right? So you don't have to spend entire life savings and all that. You just spend 21 years and then you're done. You can do whatever you want to do. But the actual number we actually want to get here, and what I think is very useful to know about, and that's what I want to do, what I'm actually doing right now, and what I encourage everyone to do, is 50%. So 50%, how long is it going to take? It's going to take 16 years to get to the income level that you are at right now, and then you can do whatever you want to do. I know 16 years might still be a long time, but if you compare it to some other numbers, that's actually not a lot. You can work for 16 years doing whatever you think generates you income, and then you can start doing whatever you want to do after that time. And let's do some fun calculations here as well. So say you want to invest 65% from your income to your investments. So how long is it going to take you to get to a point where you can live off your dividends, your investments easily? So it's going to take you 10 years to get to that point. And 10 years is actually nothing. Just take a look at your life back and see what happened in your last 10 years. Have you invested anything or not? And if not, could you invest anything in that time? And if you could have, what would happen today to you if you started 10 years ago? So what I'm encouraging here to you is that you need to start right now. You don't have to wait any longer. You start with a small amount. You keep incrementing that month by month, year by year, and you'll get there. You understand, you'll see how your portfolio performs. You understand that it's actually worth something, so you can get to your goal faster than you thought you could. And you shouldn't be scared about this. Investing is not hard. It actually helps your life. It helps your future, your kids. And you can start doing whatever excites you, whatever you think is interesting to you, and not working for anyone, just working for yourself. And I know it's not that easy to start investing with 65% or even 50% or 40%, 30%. I know it's hard, but I think it's totally worth it and it's doable. And you don't want to be that person that saves 7% and it takes 56 years to get to the point where you can see and use your investments as your personal income. Because that's just, I think, sad. You're just being stressed all the time. You can't afford whatever you think you want to afford, and you don't want to look back and say, oh, remember my days when I was generating that much money, it was so good. And as you can see, it depends, right? So that's the right answer. It depends how fast you want to get to your goal. It depends how much time you have left, and it depends how long you want to wait until you get to the point where you can live off your passive income. When you want to reach your retirement and start like dancing around, ding. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying up to this moment. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. That helps me a lot. It's just a click of a button for you. And let's build our own investment journeys. Bye.